Yeah, it's weird. You live in a place for 3 years, and then you realize the very next day you're leaving. All the memories, everything you had, it's all gone. It's all in those boxes there. And the rest, everything else, you're never gonna see it again. I guess it's just part of life. Every time that we have these moments where there's change, we kind of have moments of self-reflection. So I got a little analogy for you. Okay, it's a light switch, right? I mean, it does nothing. Flicking it on and off. Why did I bring up a light switch? Well, it's right, because I never, until the other day, I never even noticed, at least mentally noticed, that there's a light switch right there next to my door. The door, right? This door that I leave this door every single day. I mean, we're talking every time I go to work, every time I go shopping, every time I go anywhere, I'm going through this door, I'm opening this up, unlocking it, opening that, and I don't notice, what is this? Right there is a light switch. Now, okay, I think it's kind of significant. It just helped me realize, let me put it this way. I could have used that light switch, let's say, right? There was a lamp right there on that table, right? Where my TV was. That whole time I could have just went up to this light switch and just flicked it off right there. Flicked it off, right? Instead, I didn't realize it. I just accepted that I'm gonna have to then twist the little knob on the little lamp. Now, what does that have to do with being an artist? I gotta flip my hot dog. I got a hot dog right there in my oven. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, okay. So, what does this have to do with us being artists? Especially as filmmakers, there's always another option out there. If something's hard, every little inconvenience with technology and with being creative, there's always a better option, right? And we just have to have the patience to look around us. That's how simple it is. Instead of just, oh, that light's on, and then, I gotta get up, instead of, being able to just flick this light switch right there, flick that light switch. Instead, I gotta go down, I gotta twist the little. Now, okay, but the point is the littlest thing, the littlest detail. Missing that could cost us over time. I mean, especially as editors, we all know this. When I'm editing something and I'm working around a problem, maybe I'm making a cut that if I just knew the shortcut, instead of having to go up into the tab and right click and go to the drop down menu, instead I could just be hitting Control Shift V or whatever it is, K, I don't know. Instead I could be doing that. But every time it's like a laziness that eventually costs us more work, which is counterintuitive. You would think being lazy would mean you're trying to find the way to do the least amount of work, but how come it always turns out that laziness leads to more work, right? So that's just one aspect of this lesson that I learned from this light switch. I mean, what's the other lesson that I learned? Okay, the other lesson I learned is that I've filmed in this apartment. If you can see these clips, right? I made movies in this apartment for my film Dolphin Stream, right? I've been in this apartment, I've scouted it out, I've filmed, right? And you can see right here in that video, there's the light switch on that wall, the light switch I just showed you right there, right? And you can see it. And I put this in my movie and I never even thought about the fact that there's a light switch there. I mean, we had to cut out wallpaper around this thing, right? We cut out wallpaper to fit. Hold on, I think this hot dog, I think it's about done. I think it's about done here. Oh man, look at that. Getting some burnt marks on it. Oh man, okay. All right, see the thing about tinfoil is it doesn't actually get hot. Like, I mean, it's like 1,000 degrees in there and it's really not that hot. Okay, let's see. See that? I'm touching this and it's not hot. I didn't even need mitts. I don't need any of that, right? I don't need mitts, right? Okay, where were we? So, something as simple as just missing the light switch, right? It's in my film on this movie that I spent all of my time, all of my money to make this thing happen. And there's a little detail there that I didn't think about, right? I mean, it doesn't matter ultimately, because either way there's a light switch there or not, I'm not gonna rewrite my script or something. But I guess it just made me think about myself as a filmmaker, just my surroundings, and thinking about what I'm putting in my film, right? I tried my best to think about every single detail, everything I put in my movies. I tried my best to really get down to the gritty details, figure out exactly what I want, right, for every frame of that movie. But it just shows that, I mean, there are things that I miss, right? And okay, maybe I missed it, maybe that's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. I can never overlook, I can never think, oh, I looked at the location enough, I looked at the story, I looked at the script, and it's good. I'm done, I clock out, right? But that's the thing, you can never clock out, because it's gonna keep going until you wrap the film, until it's the very last print that you're rendering out and you're sending to the festival. And even then, there is always something. We gotta be thinking about those details. We gotta be thinking about the facts, the little points, because once you keep that in there, you're stuck with it forever. And you gotta ask yourself, how did that help my movie? How did this that thing right there, that little light switch, how did that help? Now, most people don't film in a location that they've been around for years, right? So imagine when you're somewhere new, somewhere that you just looked at. I mean, do you really think that you're gonna know all the details? That you can just sit back? Because I've done that, right? And I guess this is just something for me and for whoever else is interested to think about. I mean, what are we overlooking when we're filming? What details are we overlooking that contribute ultimately to our story? All right, guys, that's just a little thought I had. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like this video on the little thumbs up, right? If you hit that, I hope you do that, right?